I'd like to talk about Charles Dickens today. Um, he has lots and lots of books, and I felt like a Charles Dickens is a long time ago, and it's very difficult to read his fictions because maybe his English is very old English or something. So as always, I haven't read any Dickens, right? But I saw the movie. I saw the movie called The Great Expectations. This movie is probably 1940s, probably, and a black and white, a British film. The main character is played by John Mills. John Mills is the father of Harry Mills. Harry Mills was the child prodigy, actress when she came out as 1960s. I think a couple of movies she played like twins and so forth. And I remember that. And I remember at the time that her father was a famous actor. So I remember that. But when I saw the movie, I felt like that was the most delightful, beautiful film, and very enjoyable and very happy film. And wow, And so I started to read Dickens after that. And Charles Dickens' English is, surprise, good today's English. Very easy to read for today's young people. I think very easy today's English, and very nice. I think easy reading, and story-wise very interesting stories. But most of the film it's about 1800 or something like that. It's about like a hard London's life. Like orphans and very hard times, right? Okay, and but I think regardless stories, I think any of them, I think if you read, very enjoyable reading. But happiest feels good book is, I think, Great Expectation. And so I saw the movie and I really enjoyed it, and I read the book finally and really enjoyed it. And I saw TV adaptations, mostly British films, British TV adaptation of Great Expectation. So my after thoughts of reading this book is all mixed with this film version and so forth. But no, I don't care which one I'm talking about. But story-wise, this Great Expectation is the this protagonist Pips, P-I-P-S, I think, was playing around when he was very young, maybe less than 5 years, something around that time. It's a very young boy playing in the field, and he meets this very scary, like a convict, like escaped convict or something like that. Very scary guy. All of a sudden, he showed up, and Pips was, very scared and so forth. But this guy, very ominous voice, asked him to bring some food or whatever. So he does that because he felt very scared. But anyway, so that's the first scene, very impressive scene there. And then he goes on to his life, and he grows up, and he meets several different characters. One of the characters is Mrs. Havisham. Mrs. Havisham is the used to be very rich person, probably, and her niece, I forgot her name. So one day he goes to Mrs. Havisham's house, and Mrs. Havisham's house is a very the like a cobweb all over the place, and very not well kept house, very old house, and but he was welcome to this house, and he was well treated by Mrs. Havshams and this girl, and so that's kind of an impressive scene there. And then all of a sudden, when he was looking for opportunity to go into the university and become a little bit more studious person, and he was smart, and but all of a sudden he got this fortune. Somebody started to support this unknown person, started to give him money. All right, so that's when he realized, wow, that's nice. He can go to the university, he can study and know everything, and so that goes on there all along. So I think it's after that, and I don't want to spoil the endings or anything, and but it's very, very happy reading, and I feel like, wow, this book, I think every high school students must read, and I think every adult must read this book, and again and again, because whenever you read it, I think makes you happy, makes you feel like there's a hope in your life. So that's why I liked this particular book among all the other Dickens book. Some of the Dickens book, all of them Dickens book is very, very good, and I enjoyed every one of them. But some of them are kind of, it's a bleak, right? There's one of them that's a bleak house. It's a bleak, and some of them are like an unfortunate life of somebody, and some of them are, at a very sad ending. However, it's worthwhile to read. And I think the feels good movie, number one is this Great Expectation, and Nicholas Nickleby, probably it's a feels good movie, and David Copperfield, maybe it's good, and I think I read most of it, but of course he wrote lots of books, and I didn't read, but some of them I enjoyed. It's called Hard Times. This is about the girl's story, and it's not like a very happy story, but it's very good read, and Old Curiosity Shops. That kind of a sad ending, but it's still very, very enjoyable. But anyway, so other books I really one by one I like to introduce probably. But Great Expectations, I think it's very good. When I read the book, but I couldn't find the book here now anymore. I think I just put it in the dumpster or something, because one time I have so many books and I couldn't carry around, and I think that's one of the victims went to the either donation. I think the donations or trash. But anyway, so I like to get to this book again, because I like to read again, and with the good English reading study in my mind, I like to read it again. So the Charles Dickens fiction, like a Tale of Two Cities, very, very good reading, very enjoyable, but it's not like that much of a happy ending. That's a spoiler. But I would recommend all the Dickens. Very, very easy to read, very fun to read, and I think everybody should read. I meet a lot of people here in the U.S., so definitely I talk about the literature and stuff, and I talk about the Dickens, and then some of the people really love Dickens, and I know this older couple who wife was kind of a little bit disabled, but husband, when wife is exercising, husband goes there to read this Dickens books, and one by one, and wife really enjoy it, and and he also very loving couple, and he also enjoyed doing that, and so we became friends with them, and so I became friends with them, and the Dickens is very nice. I really tremendously recommend that everybody reads his stuff, especially Great Expectation. Very nice. Thank you. Bye.